Você tá sendo legal comigo, pô.
Hoje eu farei uma entrevista ao vivo com o ex-zagueiro do Corinthians e da seleção brasileira, Juninho Fonseca.
Amigos da UNAERP, é um prazer estar aqui, viu?
Nosso convidado de hoje, Beto Espiga.
Beijo pra vocês, olha, é um prazer estar aqui com vocês, viu?
Rádio UNAERP. Experimente.
Pep Talk, a show that put the pep in your step.
Hey there, listener. I'm your host, Helena Fisher. I'm here with Liz Barreto, Maísa Orlando, and Zé Renato.
Hi guys, I'm very happy to be here.
Hey guys, it's Maísa, and it's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Hey there, Zé from Pep Talk here.
First, I wanted to talk about Pep Talk a little bit. Ever since the first semester, our coordinator, Gilles, was very supportive and gave us the tools to make this possible. We have been developing this project together for a few months and brainstorming ideas that people would enjoy. From preparing and collecting the week's current events, designing for social media, and writing the script, it's something I couldn't do alone. And I really wanted to just thank all you guys that are here for coming together and, collaborating with us. And we really put our hearts into it and never forget to have fun too. And the team is always open for growth. So that's all for our little introduction to Pep Talk.
So today's our first show, and we're going to talk about Moon Time Zone, CarMed's new project, and movie suggestions.
So first, we're kicking off with the new time zone on the moon. Basically, NASA and the White House are collaborating because of the moon's unique gravitational pull. And there's a daily time difference of, according to the NASA, they said that there's a daily time difference of 58.7 microseconds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it creates a big difference, and it's really important for when they're synchronizing spaceships. So basically, like, if they're trying to make a trip to the moon, having a time zone for the moon can help them, like, track exactly, like, when they're getting there, which I thought was really cool. Like, they're going to create a whole different time zone for the moon.
Yeah, it's nice to... It's something different. I've never heard of that before, obviously. But, sorry. So also searching, I saw that there is the European also. They need to, like, agree, both NASA and the European, I don't know the name.
I think it's the European Space Agency.
Yeah, they need to agree and, like...
make an accord, basically.
Yeah,
yes, because they also wanted to make a lunar space zone, time zone, I guess, is what it would be called, yeah.
Yes. Our second topic of today is about CMED and Burger King. Pharmaceutical CMED company, owner of CarMed, teamed with Burger King to create CarMed BK, a lip balm with the aroma of grilled hamburger. Despite being released on April Fool's Day, the advertisement was true. For Carla Felmanas, vice president of CMED, this is the perfect context to put the creativity of two companies into a campaign that will certainly impact the advanced market. The product is not being sold, but were distributed in 37 participating stores in Brazil. Customers who purchase specific combos for the fast food chain received in the news, which sold earlier this week and sell stores in the country.
Now we've got some movies to talk about. I guess you guys...
Can we
talk a little bit
about the CarMed? I think it's a really, like... really smart, like, play to, promote themselves. It's like,
yes.
CarMed's already so big here in Brazil. CarMed lovers are, like, everywhere. You see everywhere something with a CarMed. It started with the Fini one. I have never seen anyone talking about CarMed before Fini. And this collab was, like, so big here in Brazil. I have never seen anyone talking about this, like, outside Brazil, abroad. And I was so, like, wow, because it's really smart way to promote themselves.
I also saw that this lip balm, it heats the mouth. It gives
cool.
like a sensation that you're eating something spicy.
Yes,
that's cool.
And nice of CarMed is that they're always inventing new things, new collabs, new aromas. Então, and it's kind of cool to use this.
Yeah, I think it's cool because also Fini is like it's more of a Brazilian brand,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So BK is like a huge chain.
Yes.
So Burger King, yeah. So it's basically everywhere. So I feel like that was a really smart move to like do
Yes.
something internationally, because now maybe people from other countries will see Carmed and be like, oh, maybe I'll like buy that because I really want to have this aroma, this new scent, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
and we
also a
saw-
very, very big company.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yes.
Exactly.
And we saw people like, it tastes like hamburger.
Yeah.
So
I
And
think
it's spicy.
yeah, I will never buy that to put in my mouth. But
I think it's kind of the curiosity of it too, like not necessarily that they want to taste hamburger in their mouth all the
Yeah.
time, but they're like, okay, it's a weird flavor. I appreciate the creativity, so
Yes.
they kind of go after it. You know what I mean? People end up buying into it.
Yes.
And according
Yeah.
to the product, you see, it doesn't look like something so different because it's white and orange.
Yeah.
It looks like an everyday use.
Yeah.
It looks like sunscreen.
Yeah. So it's just very practical, I guess, even though it has a weird scent and
Taste.
flavor. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes, but I guess marketing is everything.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yes.
Now, gonna talk about movies. Okay,
Yeah.
so I chose two movies. I guess one is very popular here. I guess you all have already watched it. Freaky Friday.
yeah.
Lindsay
Yes.
Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Peak 2000s movies.
Yeah, 2003, I guess.
Yes.
I love
Um,
2000.
Yes, I love this movie, but I can't watch this too much because I think that Jamie Lee Curtis plays a psychologist so well that I want to stop studying journalism to become a psychologist. You know, when I see her, like, oh my gosh, I want to be a therapist. I want to sit there and say, how do you feel about that? You know, I really want to do that, and it was so hard to find things about Freaky Friday 2. They have little information about it while it's been wrapped. But I saw that Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis are working together. In this movie, they are going to switch bodies. But Lindsay Lohan has a child, and she's divorced, I guess. And she's dating a chef. And he has a child. So she's going to switch bodies with her daughter. And her mom, Jamie Lee Curtis, is going to switch her body with the daughter of the chef.
Right. I think I also saw that, and I think it's kind of interesting because it's going to be a different dynamic, you know what I mean? Even though they're both switching bodies, they're switching bodies into other people's bodies, you know, they're not switching with each
Not
other.
like family.
Yeah, it's not with family, so they're switching with other people's
Other
bodies.
families.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, let's see how that's going to be. I think it's going to be really funny, and I think it's going to be a lot of comedic gold, you know what I mean, in the
You know,
movie.
I think that they could have continued the movie from the end of that one. They should have let the grandpa and the grandson switch their bodies, but they didn't in the end.
Yeah, maybe they'll include a little something
maybe.
in that
But
movie
that
too.
fortune, it's a fortune cookie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what causes the switching.
Yeah. I also heard about there in the movie, Lindsay Lohan's character, I think her name is Anna, she has a band, and people really loved her music, like the music that she made in the band. So I think I read somewhere that they might include some of her music and like continue to like show that Anna still engages in music and practicing music and stuff, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's
so maybe
nice.
they'll like have some sort of snippet of music that she made in the movie, which I think would be cool.
Yeah, Lindsay was so involved in Avril Lavigne. She said Avril Lavigne in 2000 was everything. So that's why she was inspired by her. Even her hair.
The energy was really Avril Lavigne. That's true. I didn't know
Yes.
that, but I think it really was Avril Lavigne, like the music style too, right?
Yeah.
And I've also selected some movies here that are related to these characters. Like Jamie Lee Curtis, she plays in Halloween, Knives Out, which she's a perfect person.
Amazing. I love this movie.
Yeah, so mysterious. And there's also Toni Collette, who plays such a powerful character too.
Yes.
And there's Everything Everywhere All at Once. I haven't watched this, but it won an Oscar. And I thought it was so emotional when she won the Oscar. She said, this is not only for me, this is for my mom, for my father. I guess they are also actors, aren't they? And then she says, we won an Oscar. Not I won an Oscar. We won an Oscar.
Yeah. So it feels like it was really a collective thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful.
So, and there's also Lindsay Lohan. She is in Mean Girls. Parent
Classic.
Trap. Parent Trap classic.
Also classic.
too.
Classic.
And Falling for Christmas, I guess, on Netflix.
I think it's a newer movie, right?
It's not old. It's like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't watched this one.
It's
Yeah.
a rom-com in Christmas.
I love those.
Rom-com. I'm adding to my list.
And Christmas. So it's impossible wrong.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
she's like a
Yes.
preppy girl who lives in a hotel because her father owns a hotel, and she's so shallow. And then she suffers an accident, and someone rescues her, and the person who has rescued her was owner of a very simple inn. And then she learns to be like a simple person,
More
no
humble.
fancy clothes. She starts doing preparing her own breakfast. It's good. It's cute.
I like that.
It's cute.
Seems really cute.
Very cute. And there's also Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. Oh yes. Oh my God.
Have you guys
Yes.
seen the trailer?
Yes, I have, and I thought it was super interesting because they basically like. I guess we never really hear about the stunt double. You know what I mean? The guy that is behind the scenes doing all the action of the actor that can't actually perform. You know, and I think it's really Ryan Gosling is going to be in it.
Yes.
So I think that's
He's going to be the stunt man.
He's going to be
Yes.
he's going to be amazing. I have no doubt about that. And you can tell that it's full of action, obviously, of course, nah. But I'm really excited to watch it. So if you have anything else to add on
Yes.
to that.
If we see, have you guys watched the Oscars? Did you guys watch? Yes, the Oscars this year.
Only for Instagram.
Yes. So Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt were there, and they were talking about rivalry, about Barbieheimer, and they also talked about stuntman because these people are not acknowledged at the Oscars.
Exactly, that's true.
And then, if we watch the trailer, they say to Ryan Gosling, who is the stuntman, the main character has been kidnapped, so someone has got to investigate, and nobody can know about it because it's like something that has to keep it secret. You have to keep it low. And then they say, you are the only one here who can go, because if you go, no one will realize it. Like, like it just says, no offense, but no one cares.
It's kind of like, I guess, the stunt double is always the guy in the background that no one acknowledges, but now he's like being protagonized, right?
Yes,
like,
it's
he's the guy that has
essential.
to go after and do the action in
Yeah.
real life,
Essential.
right?
Yes.
And if we see Ryan Gosling, he has such a beautiful career, La La Land,
Yeah.
Barbie, The Notebook.
Of course, I love that movie.
And there's also two nice guys. I think this movie is so funny, so funny. I love this movie. It's good to watch alone. There,
Yeah.
you know, some scenes you will feel a little
Uncomfortable.
Like,
it will unease you.
Yes.
but it's cool. Like Ryan Gosling, he can go like from the romantic guy to the secret agent, and
Yes.
it's so easy for him. It's amazing.
It's like
Ryan
who
Gosling-
imagine he would play Ken?
Yeah, like,
But he
I
was
never-
perfect.
To
He was
be
perfect.
honest,
He was so good.
I was really like, Ryan Gosling is not Ken. Like, he was too old for me, in my opinion. He was too old for the character, but I think he played so well. I didn't even like.
Yeah.
I like it too.
He's a good Ken after all.
I
like.
think he really incorporated that like bubbly, like kind of La La Land. You know, like he
Yeah.
doesn't really know what he's doing, but
I'm
he's just
just
there
Ken.
he's just there to please Barbie. I think he was perfect with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And also like I guess he's just so charismatic that no matter what like part he's playing, he manages to bring some of himself into it. Of course,
Yes.
you know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah.
There's also Emily Blunt. She is in the movie. If we take some movies, for example, The Devil Wears Prada, Mary Poppins,
Amazing.
Yes.
Mary Poppins, A Quiet Place. I loved A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2.
I haven't.
I haven't watched because
I
I'm a
haven't
little
watched
scared of horror movies.
Yeah.
But
You know-
Same reason.
I don't like horror movies.
you
but
guys-
The Devil Wears Prada is.
Yes, if you guys watch A Quiet Place 2 and then A Quiet Place first movie, Quiet Place 1, you guys will understand because the first movie doesn't start from the beginning. So the second movie starts in the beginning of it all.
Oh, that's cool. Like
Kinda
it gives you a
crazy.
background kind
Yes.
of.
But The Devil Wears Prada is doubtlessly my favorite.
Best ever.
Yes.
Yes. There's also Aaron Taylor Johnson in The Fall Guy, and he's been casted for James Bond, which is so nice too. He
Yeah.
is so. so handful.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
such a pretty nice actor too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I don't know if he's the actor who is kidnapped.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like maybe he might be the main character that like
Yes.
is kidnapped and they have to solve the mystery, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure too.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure either. Yes, I'm not sure either. But I guess he is the main character.
Pep Talk is grammatical too.
Yes.
Exactly.
Also, going this like movie thing, I watched it this past weekend, I guess. It was released Musica on Prime Video, and I watched it this weekend. And it's played by Rudy Mancuso and Camila Mendes. Rudy, he was the director, the writer, and the producer, and also an actor in the movie. He was the main character, and it's based on the real story of his life. He has like synesthesia, and so like it's a different way that the brain works. So it's like he can like really focus. He has like some sound over there, and he's going to pay attention in the sound, not in the person he's talking to. And the movie is basically this. It's about his events of his life with synesthesia, and something I really liked about this movie, he was talking after in the interviews, and he made this movie in a way to like, he thought it was a way of including people that suffers with synesthesia, and he also shows the Brazilian way of life in America. So it's like he shows the discrimination. There is this part of the movie. In the beginning, actually, let's go from the beginning. In the beginning of the movie, he dates a gringa, and I was going to say ne.
I also did that, so it's okay.
He dates a gringa, and his mom is like, "No, you have to date a Brazilian girl." And she starts like looking for Brazilian girls in New York, the city that the movie it's played.
Takes place.
And yeah, she starts looking for her, and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna date anyone. I just got out of the relationship." He broke up with the girl, and he's like, "I'm not gonna get in a relationship again right now." And he meets this girl played by Camila Mendes, Isabella, and he falls in love with her, and classic romance. And but like then he starts getting back together with his ex, so it's like he was trying to manage both of them, and then they found out, and like he ends the movie like with nobody. So the ending gets open when he receives. If you watch the movie, you will understand. But like he receives a gift with a smile face on it, and in the middle of the movie, Camila Mendes sends a gift for him with this smiley face. So it's like an opening way to like he may ends with Isabella.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I just moved it all the way. But like saying about the Brazilian way of life, there is this scene he goes to have dinner with the family of his ex. She's American, so it's like they're all like, no one cares about America, like Latin America. And he's like, sorry. And they say like the girl that works for them is also, she's from Mexico, but she's actually from Guatemala. And like, you guys know each other, like you can talk to her, and she's like, no, we're speaking Portuguese in Brazil.
It's like prejudice, no?
Yeah, and
people generalize a lot in the United States.
Like,
For
they
sure.
are so racist. Like, don't give a no,
don't pay mind.
Don't care.
Yeah.
But this movie is like I liked the movie, but it's not a movie I would like watch it every day. Like when I have nothing else to watch, I would watch this movie.
Yeah.
But people liked it because there's the Brazilian food, Brazilian language, they speak Portuguese, and Brazilian music. The musica of the movie is also Brazilian. It's like samba.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's a good movie. Like it's a cute movie.
Yeah, I think it seems like a really cute movie, and I also thought it was interesting that they, I don't think a lot of Americans see a lot of Brazilian representation in America unless they come to Brazil, you know what I mean? So I think just now I've even seen like TikToks of people being like, oh, the PR of Brazil, people like the marketing of Brazil has convinced me to come to Brazil.
Yeah.
So I feel like
People on the beach.
yes,
things
and
like that.
so many videos of people like taking videos of Rio and stuff like that. So I think it's people are suddenly showing interest in countries that are considered underdeveloped or considered, you know, just less important, I guess, because most people want to go to Europe most of the time, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's really interesting that we're having that representation in the U.S. with a movie like this. I feel like a lot of people could end up interesting themselves with this, like getting interested in this movie. You know what I mean? Even if they don't have any Brazilian background.
Yeah,
right?
getting to know the culture.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
but if you take like the image of that they have from our country is Rio de Janeiro. They
Yeah.
only think
Yeah.
about this place.
Yeah.
Like there's no other. That's the only place
Yeah.
that matters.
It's only Rio and samba and feijoada and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
what they see. Like there's nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something really nice too about this dinner scene is like the boy,
The main character?
the little brother
Uh-huh.
of his ex. He's like, they say, Rudy says, I'm from Brazil, and he starts searching on his phone like Brazil, and he says, butts, like Brazil is only butts. There's only the only thing that's
So he's already just like throwing a bunch of stereotypes.
yeah, a lot of stereotypes.
Yeah.
And he tries to like put them down. It's really nice. It's a
Yeah.
really good movie.
I think that's it. Yeah, I'm really like happy. I even saw some interviews with the actors too. I thought it was really cute with Camila Mendes, people like talking about like, oh, this is these words that I didn't understand in Portuguese, and this is what I had to learn while I was, you know, doing this movie. And I related to her a lot because when I first moved here, I definitely had trouble with the language and made some little mistakes that people would consider funny, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think I thought it was really cool that we have these Brazilian actors in a movie like this. I thought it was
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and the most of like the cutest part is that Camila Mendes and Rudy are dating the real life. So it's
Oh, they are
For me,
dating in
the
real
love-
life.
yes. I love romance, so it's like they are dating. It's amazing.
Oh, it's good
so
when
cute.
it's like they're living what they're working at.
Yes.
It's like
yeah.
Troy and Gabriela.
Yeah, that's good to
Yes.
see.
Yes. I think that's all for our program today. I would like to thank for Liz Barreto, Maísa Orlando, and Zé Renato for their presentation, and our production team, Ana Clara Casotti, Annalise Candiotto, and Lucas Toniello.
I also want to thank Rádio Naerp under the coordination of Gil Santiago, audio direction with Andrei Violante, and the collaboration of Leonardo Rabelo.
And obviously, don't forget to follow us and follow our content on Instagram, the Pep Talk Radio. This week we had some very interesting posts about Journalist Day and about the Brazilian cartoonist Ziraldo that passed away this week. And yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned on Radio Naerp and see you next week.
Bye!
Bye. Thank you so much.